Battle for supremacy over in the Gold Cup as both Mexico and Costa Rica, both on the back of 2 successive wins. But who is going to come out on top in Group A of the Gold Cup? We're going to take a look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we take a look at the Gold Cup, and it's Mexico up against Costa Rica, that's right, to see who will be the #1 seed heading into the quarterfinal spots, who of course will have to settle for the runners-up spot. We'll take a little look in just a second. If you knew where you've been, hit the old subscribe, you want subscribe for Gold Cup, Blackburn Rovers, World Football. We're going to all hear under one rooski. Mexico with the win last time around, Costa Rica the same. It's not much to decide between these two sides coming into this. Both sides deserve to be in here, but who, of course, will be that #1 seed. We'll take a look in a second. Big shout out to the members of the patrons, but we're getting into it right here, right now. Mexico coming at you, still one of the favourites, if not the favourite for the trophy, up against Costa Rica, who do look good at the moment. Mexico coming at you as the CONCACAF Nations League A quarterfinal winners, securing the spot back on the 19th of November 2024. Been here 18 times in this current rendition, 26 in total, with the last appearance back in 2023 when they won the bloody thing. They also won it back in 93, 96, 98, 03, 09, 11, 15, 19, and 20. They're multiple serial winners. They like to win the Gold Cup. They've also won it back in the old school version, back in 65, 71, and 1977. They are ranked 17th in the world according to FIFA. My expectation is they'll win the bloody thing, but we'll see about that. Coming at you with these goalkeepers like Guillermo Ochoa, Luis Malagon between the sticks, moving forward like Yohan Vasquez, Jorge Sanchez, Mateo Chavez, with Eric Lira also competing in the defensive spots. Meanwhile, midfield has Edison Alvarez, Alexis Vega, Luis Chavez as well, Marcel Ruiz, and up top, the Jimenez and Jimenez duo with Quinones also trying to get into that starting lineup. This is what we're going to expect, though. A 4-4-2, Malagon between sticks, Gallardo, Montes, Reyes, Sanchez, Pineda, Alvarez, Lira, Alvarado, and Jimenez up top. That's what we're expecting. Their resume has been pretty good so far. 3-2 win over Dominican Republic. That was a nervy opening game of the tournament. Then they took on Suriname late last night, 2-0 win. Job done. They're through. They've qualified. They cannot be caught. Unfortunately, it's a situation where both sides cannot take their foot off the gas. They can't rest players because they want that #1 seed to favour their chances to go far in this competition. If you do take your foot off the gas, rotate the squad, Costa Rica could take full advantage, get #1 spot, and probably boost their own chances to get deeper in this competition. Let's take a look at Costa Rica, though, coming into this, fresh off the back of the preliminary round win, which they did secure back on the 25th of March, 2025. They've also been here multiple times, 17 times in the current rendition, 23 times in the old school rendition. They were back here in 2023 where they did take part. Best ever in this rendition, it was runners-up in 2002. However, old school rendition of Gold Cup, they won it in 63, 69, and 89. They're ranked 54th in the world according to FIFA. My expectation, it was a quarterfinal berth, and right now they are guaranteed that. Meanwhile, these are the options. Keylor Navas still knocking on the door here, playing for Costa Rica, doing his business. But he's got the likes of Fernand Ferran in front of him, Jalen Mitchell in there, Francesco Calvo, Alexander Scambola as well. Meanwhile, in midfield, the likes of Brandon Anguilla, Andy Rojas, Orlando Galo, Alejandro Brand as well, all compete to get into that midfield. Up top, Manfred Ugarte, Alfonso Martinez, and Josma Alcoca, with Kenneth Vargas also getting in amongst it. But this is the lineup we should expect as a 4-4-2 with Navas between the sticks, Calvo at left back, Farion, Mitchell, and Mora. The other Mora there in left side of midfield, Aguilera, Carlo, and Bran, Ugalde, and Martinez up top. That's what we should expect. Costa Rica on the back of that 2-1 win over Trinidad Tobago in the World Cup qualifiers. Then they took care of Suriname in a 7-goal thriller. And then, of course, they came back from behind against Dominican Republic to win 2-1 just yesterday or whenever this video goes out. They find themselves in second spot. Goal difference is key. Mexico have the edge as of right now. So they need to beat them realistically. A draw is not going to do it. So Costa Rica need the win to get, and that would settle it. Plain Jane. A draw would, of course, favour Mexico at this moment in time. These two sides have played 23 times since 2003. 18 wins, Mexico, 1 win for Costa Rica. There's been 4 draws between the two sides. Of those 18 wins for Mexico, they've picked up a 4-1 win. That was their biggest. They've scored 50 goals in total, picking up a 2.17 goals a game on average. Meanwhile, Costa Rica's one and only win was a 2-1 win. They scored 22 goals in those 23 matches, 0.96 goals a game. Coming at you at the Allegiant Stadium, not the Alliant, the Allegiant Stadium, that's right. Mexico with Javier Gugajea, the governor there, Miguel Herrera, another Mexican coach, taking over with Costa Rica. Costa Rica, 100% form for them as well. 6 wins on the bounce. Up against Mexico, just 1 defeat in the last 6. This one's spicy, very, very spicy. That's right. And it's coming at you on the 23rd of June. That's right. The public vote is out. This is not it. The public vote is out there, and as you can see, it's going to be quite a difficult match, this one, and very difficult to decide. The bookies have 15-8 on is your Mexico, 4-1 is your Costa Rica, 3-1 is the draw. As for me, though, of course, this game is a spicy one. Could go either way. A draw does favour Mexico, so they might be a little bit more defensive than that of Costa Rica. But this is the Gold Cup, guys. We don't do defensive. We don't do timid games. We do batshit crazy games. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw, which does, keep them both in perfect tandem with points haul, but ultimately does leave Mexico in that driving seat for the quarterfinals. But I think Costa Rica just happy to be there at the moment, and of course, we'll see how far they go in the quarterfinals, because I think they've been pretty much near perfect so far, entertaining, scoring goals, and just leaving us in a good spot for Costa Rica. But anyway, make sure you subscribe, smash the like. We'll see you soon, guys and girls. Until then, we are done.